Hey, how's it going, guys? This is your boy Hazzed, and today we're going to be talking about the Legion artifact talents for Frosty Caves. Now, you guys have been asking me what pathway do we take, how do we get the artifact points, how do we do things like that, so we're going to go ahead and jump into that, guys, and discuss probably which way you should go about getting these talents. I mean, there's really no set way to do it, but I can imagine there's going to be ways that are going to end up being better and faster for generating more damage, and of course survivability faster while you're leveling. And I believe I kind of figured that out, guys. So anyways, let's go ahead and discuss this and jump right into it.
It's who we are, it's what we do, we've come so far, and now we pay the price, so don't even fret. The world is breaking down, and I cannot leave the ground.
Obviously, guys, we got Blades of the Fallen Prince equipped, Frost Reaper, and Icebringer got them beast mode artifact frost weapons. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the artifact power. You can see my little base stats up here on the top left. It says artifact power. Basically, that represents how much artifact power you've earned. Now, how do you earn artifact power to buy these talents with? You can do it through questing, PvE, even PvP, guys. And I have some examples I'll show you in a second right here. Right here we have Soldier's Gift. Now in the bottom right hand corner there by the bag, you'll notice it says grants you 50 artifact power to currently equipped artifact. Now I believe you can earn these from either very rarely scrims or battlegrounds is how you earn Soldier's Grit. Now of course you use that, and if you notice, if you see my artifact power up here, I'll kind of highlight the area next to it. It's at 975. Of course I'm going to right click this and it's going to go up to 1025. Alright, so I got two here. I'm going to use both of those and it's going to put it up to 1075. And I also got two smaller ones that you get from 2v2s called Skirmisher's Advantage for a win, and they only give you about 5 points, but still it gives PvPers a way to generate artifact talents. Even though we don't, want to do a ton of PvE, we can definitely still level up our artifact weapon and get those talents through PvP. So right here, guys, we have our artifact talents. Now, what we're going to do here is actually go over what you really want to pick, which way you want to go. Obviously, there's multiple ways you can do this if you're just PvEing. But the way I'm going to choose is kind of probably one of the better ways to go for PvP, one of the faster ways to generate some of your more needed talents. Alright, so of course we're going to start off taking Crystalline Swords, which is just what's going to proc those little alternate swords around your character to basically hit your foe. An extra little attack there, they're pretty cool. Next you're going to take Blades of Frost, which cost 100 artifact power, which isn't very much. It's going to increase your attack speed by 12%. Obviously, you have to take it to generate further on down the list. Now, at this, you have your first choice. You can either go north, take Blast Radius, increase the damage by Howling Blast, or you can head south and increase your critical strike damage by Obliterate. We are definitely going to go south first off. It's going to cost 300 artifact power. Second rank, 325, and the next rank is going to be 350. Now the next ability we're going to buy is Frozen Core, which your Pillar Frost also increases frost damage dealt by an extra 10%. I don't know if that's increased frost damage dealt by 10% or extra 10%, probably extra 10%. And it's going to cost 375 artifact power. Now you notice even the northern talent, in the beginning it only cost 300. Now it's up to 375. Every talent on the whole artifact item, as you level up one talent, they all increase. So that's why there's specific builds of which way you really want to go. Because if you level up the other directions first, that means by the time you go down to take some of those key potential abilities, they're going to cost an insane amount of artifact power, which means you're going to have to farm a ton just to get those abilities. So that's the reason why we're heading south so fast, taking Frozen Core for 375. Next we have Frozen Skin, which costs 400 artifact power, increases your armor by 3%. Now that's not bad, guys. We're going to level that up 3 times. Now we're up to things costing 525 artifact power, which again isn't that much. But we're already down to Dead of Winter, which we're going to take 3 stacks of Dead of Winter. Now the next thing we get is going to cost 875 artifact power, and it's going to be Sindragoza's Fury. That's where Sindragoza flies over the top of you, deals just an insane amount of damage hitting the guy. It can hit for I think we had it hit for about 600k currently on the Legion beta, just absolutely annihilating whoever it hits. Alright, so moving on, we've got this whole southern tier, as you can see, and it only cost us about 800, or about 5,500 artifact power total, which isn't that much. It maxed out about 8 to 1,000 artifact power, we got Sindragosa's Fury. The next thing I'm going to go for, guys, if I'm going to be building for PvP, I'm not just focusing on PvE, I'm going to take Cold as Ice next, which is going to give me another choice where I can either proceed into the center of Hypothermia, Mirror Ball, things like that, which are really powerful abilities, or I can start heading up north and go down south to try and go for Frozen Soul. But if I'm taking PvP, guys, the next thing I'm going to want to go for is Ice in Your Veins, which increases Death Strike heals for 100% more while Icebound Fortitude is active. Now you level that up 3 times, and you're going to have a full heal, basically lay on hands whenever you throw up IBF for Death Strike heals. Definitely key. Now the one above that I'm going to take next is called Chill at the Grave, which is going to cost 24,000 artifact power, which makes your ranged Frost Strike have 8 yards to hit somebody. I believe it currently has like 5 yards, so it adds up to like 13 yards for the Frost Strike. Absolutely amazing for kiting and going ham on people. From this point on, I'm either going to push south for Overpowered, which generates an extra 10% to generate 3 additional runic power off Obliterate, but more than likely I'll push in for Powerball here in the center, which removes harmful magic abilities when AMS is using, and then I'm going to go up north for Ambidextry, level that up 3 times. Like, you can see the amount of artifact power we're starting to get up to. It's just an insane amount, and then I'm going to take Hypothermia, which Hypothermia, each time Frost Fever deals damage, has a chance to erupt, dealing 300% attack power frost damage to the target. And from there, I'm probably going to continue down south, take Overpowered 3 times, go for Frozen Soul, and then cut back and take Bad to the Bone, and then take Blast Radius, probably near the end of whatever I'm leveling up. As you can see here, guys, that costs just an insane amount to level up all those artifact abilities. Total, just the whole section here is going to cost roughly, hold on, let's do some math here. That's 5.2 million. Oh my gosh, that is so many. As you can see, unless you want to farm until the end of the earth, which a lot of people will still probably do, you may not end up getting all your artifact talents, unless there's a lot faster ways to generate it than I know of, obviously, because like that took a lot. So I mean, the end result is near 5 million. Now, when we took that line we did with Sindragosa's Fury, we were only about, I don't know, I think we're about 5,000 something into it, and then once we started generating the other ones, it just went up like insane. So that's why taking the correct pathway is going to be the right way to do it. Now, there's another talent over here to the right called Soul Biter, which increases all damage done by 5%. Now, the first level, and we can just level that up. It's a pretty strong, but once you start leveling up, you'll notice that the 5% only levels up half from there. So once you get that big 5%, that ability is not necessarily that amazing. Now, at some point, taking that 5% may be good, overtaking some of the other talents, but your main goal for that is just getting somewhere without dumping so much artifact power into it. That you just feel like you're standing still. So I suggest going down and getting Sindragosa's Fury very fast, and then going for, of course, the heals and then the ranged Frost Strike. Should take quite a while to get to those, I can imagine, but in the end, it'll totally be worth it for PvP and leveling PvE. But as for straight DPS-wise, I can imagine you'd probably go for a different build. Maybe similar, because, of course, Sindragosa's Fury deals an insane amount of damage, and, of course, it is your main artifact power ability. But that's going to be it for us talking about the literal talents for the artifact weapon. Real quick, we got to go over relics for the Frost DK artifact weapons. Basically, relics are little relics that you'll achieve through boxes, random drops from winning battlegrounds, dungeons, things like that. These relics will basically buff the level of these artifact talents. Like you can see here that Cold as Ice again is level 4. Usually it's level 3. The reason why it's level 4 is because of this item. Now, these artifact items are actually how you increase your item level of the artifact itself. I've seen people that have them up to like 875, which is pretty high. I believe you even get item level, like you see on this item, it's item level 805. I believe you can get them up to like 825 or something crazy. I'm not exactly sure what the level cap is on those, because I haven't got to venture into PvE as far as I'd like to. Definitely going to do that more leading into the Legion beta, though. Or not Legion beta live. Legion launch. There we go. As for the questline, guys, the questline is pretty easy. You shouldn't have a problem with it within PvP gear, because when I first did it, Frost DKs weren't that great, and then they got buffed up quite a bit. Plus, we'll be in like 30 to 50 item level, maybe even more higher gear. It should be pretty simple, guys. So I'd say follow that. Your DKs will be pretty strong as long as you pick up, you know, like the Frost Strike gain and the Death Strike heals. You should be pretty solid in PvP too, or at least doing a lot better than you were in the PTR, obviously. So, as that being said, as you notice as you watch this video, you notice the new intro, guys. Yes, we got a new intro for the channel for 25k subscribers. Honestly, like, how the hell did we even get here? Like, it doesn't even make sense. It just kind of happened. So I figured it was time for a new intro, and I decided to message one of my buddies, Synapse, and he was like, "Yo, we can do this." And yeah, so we ordered a new intro through Synapse. We got that in. And I was having a hard time trying to decide what music to put with it, because there was a lot of songs that were really cool that I could test out. Maybe I'll switch them up on the videos and see which one you guys like. But I hope you guys enjoyed the new intro. And also put a comment down below, or not a comment, not a message. I don't know what you're gonna call it. Yeah, a comment, I guess. Comments? I don't know. In the comments down below, we're gonna put Synapse's link for his YouTube channel. He also has a store where he creates intros that you can buy off there for your YouTube channel if you guys want to run one. He actually makes pretty amazing stuff. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed, if this helped you out, if you're ready for Legion. And until next time, guys, this was your boy Hazzed.